Hi, all of you. Welcome to LearnQAEasy. So in this video, I'm going to discuss module number 3 in my manual testing course. So the class agenda is what is white box testing and what is black box testing and what is gray box testing, and different types of testings like what is usability and functional and non-functional testing. Okay, as I told you before, if you want to see complete course content, go to the manual, go to LearnQAEasy.com webpage and click on manual testing. You can see module wise course content. So while watching the video, just pick one module and you can write your own notes. Okay, so testing. Mainly we can divide our testing into two types, white box and black box. Before going to discuss what is white box testing and what is black box testing, let me discuss the process. Okay, so as we discussed in module number 1 in SDLC, BA will gather the requirement and he will write BRS document and TRS document. Next stage is TRS document, right? In another hand, the planning, designing, and everything is simultaneously they will going on. So now once TRS document reviewed and finalized, means signed off, then TRS document will be forwarded to development team and testers team. Okay, so for time being, forget about the tester, come to the development team. So the development team, what they will do is, first they will read the document, they can analyze the document, and they can understand the requirement. Same, testers also read, analyze, and understand the requirement, right? Then the development team lead is going to split the functionality into small parts, small modules. Okay, so A and B developers, here I'm giving just example, the team will be there. Okay, A and B developers develop this functionality, C and D you develop this functionality, E and F, and X and Y. So these developers, according to the requirement, whatever the TRS document is saying about particular requirement, they can start writing the code. A and B is writing, C and D is writing, E and F, these guys writing the code. So while writing the code, they are going to declare a lot of variables, they are going to put a lot of logics like if conditions, for loops, statements, different things, right? So all are working fine or not, whatever the code, few lines of code is fine or not. How they can check? They can debug the code. So usually some guys can think debug also is one type of testing. Debug is not testing, guys. Debug is just they are debugging the code if there is any bugs in the coding level. For example, I'm writing a statement in the wrong way, so it will throw error while debugging the code. I'm declaring some variables, it should pick some values. While debugging the code, I will come to know, okay, this variable is throwing some null point, means it's not getting the value. Okay, so that's why they debug the code. They debug the code and they continue with the code, So at some point they finished coding, finished. Then what they will do, they are going to test their code. For example, this is the module ready to use. Okay, so before going to give it to the testers, the developers, what they will do is they can test their own module code. Whatever the code they develop, they will test it. So that is called unit testing. Okay, so A and B will conduct unit testing, C and D will conduct unit testing, E and F also conduct unit testing. So what is unit testing here? Unit testing means it's a coding level testing on a specific module of the application. Okay, so what is module? A functional unit of the application. Okay, clear, guys? So while conducting unit testing, they come to know, okay, some few problems. So immediately they go back to the code and they can fix it. So they will ready with the unit tested module. So all the modules are ready. Once the modules are ready, what they need to do, they should integrate all the modules, right? Then only you can see complete functionality. Okay, so they can integrate all the modules. How they can integrate? Again, they will insert some code in between the modules, right? So again, they are inserting the code, right? So that's why what they will do is, after integrating all the modules, again they will conduct some testing that is called integration testing. So integration testing, usually some people can think integration testing comes under normal manual, right? No guys, that is also, you are also testing integrated application. Once the developers integrated, is it all the module properly integrated or not? They have to check, right? So that is also called integration testing. Okay, once all the modules integrated properly, then they can deploy the code. They can pick one copy of the code from the development environment and they are going to deploy in testing environment server. Okay, once deployment is done, so as a tester, you are going to start your testing. Okay, so you can ask me, Ravi, once they integrated all the modules, testers are going to verify, right? Then why the developers are conducting integration testing again? Okay, let me give you one funny example here. Okay, this is my first screen. Okay, so it's showing savings account, check-in account, reports, some other links. The screens developed by A and B developers. Okay, savings account functionality developed by X and Y developers. If you click on savings account, it should open savings account page. Okay, savings account page. So they integrated all the module screens, functionalities and everything. So they deployed the code into testing environment. So as a tester, you are going to verify savings account functionality. So you clicked on savings account link from the home page. Instead of savings account, it's displaying reports page. Still you continue with your testing? No, right? So what happened here? Somewhere integration failed. It's not properly integrated. So that's why reports page is displaying. So what you will do? You can reject the build, right? So to control that, before going to deploy the integrated build in testing environment, the developers are going to verify the high level, like okay, all the modules properly integrated or not. That's it. They are not going to dig into the screens and they are not going to verify each and every functionality. Just they are verifying high level, all the navigations are fine or not. If everything is fine, they can deploy the code into testing environment. So they are understanding the requirement and they are developing the application and they are conducting unit testing, integration testing, means they are spending some time, right? Sometimes they are taking some time. So meantime, as a tester, what you will do? You are going to write your test scenarios, test cases, and you can prepare test data and be ready with your test environment. Whatever the requirements required, just be ready with your environment. Once they deploy the build, then you can start your testing. I hope you guys understood the process, what's happening in real time. Okay, who is involving and what's happening. Fine, then come to the testing part. Mainly we can divide our testing into how many types? 2 types: white box testing and black box testing. So what is white box? White box means this is coding level testing. Who will conduct coding level testing? The developers. Okay, the developers are going to test the application coding level. Mainly we can divide into 2 types. You guys know that, just we discussed. One is unit testing and the second one is integration testing. Okay, so what is unit testing? Coding level testing on a specific module of the application. Okay, then what is integration testing? Testing on integrated application, that to coding level. Who is going to conduct this testing? The developers are going to conduct unit and integration testing, means white box testing. Okay, then what is black box testing? Black box testing means application level, not coding level. Okay, So this is application level. You can call it as system testing also. So what is system here? System means the application. You are going to implement your testing on the system, the complete application. So that's why you can call it as system testing. Okay, mainly we can divide our system testing into three types: usability, functional, and non-functional testing. Okay, so what is usability? Usability means the user friendliness, how easy to use. Okay, application, how easy to use, you can test under usability testing. Then what is functionality testing? The external behavior. Already we discussed in the module number 1, right? So functional testing means the verifying the external behavior of the application. Then what is non-functional testing? Verifying the performance and security of the application. Okay, so testing mainly we can divide into two types: white box and black box. There is another type, that is gray box testing. Okay, gray box. If you mix white box and black box, then you can call it as gray box. Usually web services testing comes under gray box. Okay, so under web services testing, you are not dealing with the UI, but you are verifying the functionality, but you are verifying through code. Okay, so we will discuss later what is web services testing, how we need to conduct web services testing by using XMLs. Okay, so usually SOAP, UI, REST API, these different protocols are present to test the web services. Okay, so white box, black box, and gray box testing. So mainly these are the testing types. So module number 3, testing types: white box and black box testing and gray box testing, unit and integration testing, and system testing techniques like usability, functional, and non-functional testing techniques. These are the topics covered under module number 3. If you have any questions in this video, you can send me a mail to this email ID, LearnQAEasy@gmail.com. and if you want to enroll with any further classes like Selenium classes, you can directly contact me on these two numbers: 9160389389 9966200200. Okay, thank you. I hope you guys understood the topics. Thank you. Please subscribe.